There you go. I see Martín. Hola, sí, Martín. Ahora sí. There we go. Some water, and we're ready for the finals here in ALMATY. Thank you for joining us. It's going to be fun. It's a great match. It's a really good match. Nenno, Momo Gonzalez, Javi Leal, and Pablo Lijo. We're going to have fun here. This is going to be an entertaining final. Javi Leal to serve, and it's going to be fast. You'll see it now. It's going to be fast. Every point is going to be 2 or 3 shots maximum. It's a fast court, and by the way, we don't have outside play, so the moment you get a por tres, the point is over. There's no chance for you to go through the door and recover it. Great block by Momo Gonzalez. Martín Nenno puts it up. Leal from the line. Leal from the line. A jump. A big jump once again from Momo. Martín will play the bajado de pared towards Leal. Leal in the angle. Nenno on the volley. Nenno and the body shot towards Pablo Lijo. And that's how we start the finals. Between Martín Nenno, Momo Gonzalez, and Pablo Lijo, Javi Leal. 15-0. Little chiquita from Martín Nenno. But good lob from Javi Leal to push the Argentinian back. That's a por tres we were saying. The por tres we were mentioning as a winning shot. There's nothing you can do. No options for Momo Gonzalez to do what he does the best, which is running through the door and giving us crazy highlights. Javi Leal punishing Momo Gonzalez and Martín Nenno with the volleys. But he left it short with a smash, and Nenno takes advantage of it. Nenno was there cleaning up the play, cleaning up the mess. In this court, the moment you get a break, it feels like you won the set. Based on the conditions, based on the players, how aggressive they are, the moment you get a break, the moment you find a little advantage, usually it's enough. That's what we saw yesterday in the men's side. Good lob from Martín Nenno in the middle, avoiding the smash from Pablo Lijo on the left shoulder from Javi Leal. Very good. And the dunk. Por tres from Momo Gonzalez. That's a perfect lob from Martín Nenno, because even if they're running and getting there, it's away from Pablo Lijo and away from the smash from Javi Leal. So basically, they're not avoiding the lob. They're just placing them in a spot, in a place where they cannot take the smash. This time, Martín Nenno goes down the line, forcing a shot on the backhand from Pablo Lijo, and we have a break point. Momo falling, but getting it. Look at the block from Momo Gonzalez. Momo in transition. Momo in transition, and that's an early break for Martín Nenno and Momo Gonzalez. Momo saving absolutely everything. He got an insane block, and that's a 1-0 lead for the Nenno Gonzalez. Just after we said that getting a break here in this court is almost impossible. Thank you for joining us, and once again, if you have any questions, any doubts, you can go to our official FIB YouTube channel or to the FIB socials and let us know what you think. Or you can send it to me at Gonzalez, my personal account. You know, I'm always listening, always writing what you guys have to say. Leal and por tres. Sí, sí. That's money in the bank from Javi Leal. Having a great week, honestly. I mean, no one was expecting Javi Leal to be that good on the right side. He's an amazing player and he can play in any position. But there's a limit for a backhand player to move there and to be able to perform the way Javi Leal is doing. Well, props to him. Nenno using the víbora, targeting Javi Leal, who can suffer in defense. But he doesn't. He doesn't, not at all. The sweet sides now. Lijo running, coming back to the backhand side. Things are flying here. You can see the speed of the ball. You can see the speed of the ball, and Martín Nenno with an incredible slicing forehand winner. Lijo in transition. You know it's going to happen. I mean, the moment Leal plays that high ball towards the backhand from Gonzalez and the ball rebounds a lot, Lijo has a chance to play off the wall, to go hard towards Momo only has a chance to put the racket there. It's going to float. And in a matter of 2 or 3 shots, you're going to be over. Momo, the fence, Leal. An inch away from getting it. Between the legs goes Javi Leal, but it's easy money for Momo Gonzalez, who makes it 40-30. Back home it goes. Leal, Momo Gonzalez in defense, Lijo on the volley, Lijo on the clever touch into the corner. That was a great forehand volley. The rhythm, the pace of everything, so intense, so high. You're never going to see long rallies, long points. Not in this tournament. Little present from Javi Leal, sending it long on the lob. I just touched it, he says. And another one. And another one from Javi Leal, who goes long twice in a row. Javi Leal, by the way, playing now with Pablo Cardona. You know that the Miami P1 in Premio Padel was the first tournament for Leal and Cardona as a team after the injury, the long injury on the knee from Pablo Cardona. Good to see Pablito back. And it didn't work well. I mean, we got to wait for Javi Leal and Pablo Cardona to adapt. It wasn't the best court, to be honest, for them. It was a slow court, a slow event in Miami. And they lost to Íñigo Jofre and Manu Castaño. But I'm sure that the team, the partnership, Javi Leal and Pablo Cardona is going to give us crazy good highlights throughout the season. Part of the new wave, the new generation. And now he's joining Pablo Lijo, but that's only for this event. Pablo Lijo was sharing the court with Maxi Arce, and things were working really good, going through every single qualifier, even having a chance in Cancun to beat Arturo Coello and Agustin Tapia. It didn't happen. But Maxi Arce got the call from Juan Tello. He said yes. And Pablo Lijo will play with Pablo Garcia. A clean game now for Leal and Lijo. Could be the first game of the match, of the finals, of the men's final. Not going to be with a 0. It's a 40-15. Nenno and Gonzalez picking one up. Yesterday we saw the Gonzalez versus Gonzalez. Mariano Gonzalez from Paraguay really challenging Martín Nenno and Momo Gonzalez. Mariano sharing the event with Curro Cabeza. Both of these teams, Martín Nenno, Momo Gonzalez, and Pablo Lijo Javi Leal, had to play 3 sets yesterday. Long afternoon. I see more and more people joining us in the broadcast. Thank you so much, and remember that you can send all the questions you want. Martín Nenno on the back, and it was a 40-love. Nenno saves one in the corner. Another one from Martín Nenno. My goodness. Martín Nenno, now the block. This one as well. This one as well. Martín Nenno goes por 4. The people in Kazakhstan going crazy. Martín Nenno. It doesn't matter if it's on the right. It doesn't matter if it's on the left. The guy's too good. Point of a final so far given by Martín Nenno. Leal ando por 3. Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao, it's over. GG's. Leal with another one. Good angle from Momo Gonzalez, and the fence is going to give the team the point. They're defending so well. It's an intense court, it's an intense match, it's a final, and you got to be able to stay there and to think really fast. And they're defending much better than Lijo and Leal. Up it goes from Martín Nenno. Now Leal testing the smash. The block from Momo Gonzalez. Can you explain it to me? Now one from Nenno. That is going to go wide, but that block from Momo was special. 1 game for Leal Lijo, 2 for Nenno Gonzalez, and Leal is like, can you stop? Back to the court with Javi Leal and Pablo Lijo. A breakdown over Martín Nenno, against Martín Nenno and Momo Gonzalez. And by the way, we were saying that I want messages. I see people joining us in the broadcast, and we have our friend Camille from South Africa. Hola Gonza, awesome watching the Padel in Kazakhstan, top men's final. And he's mentioning the no por tres, and no exit allowed in this court, which is something that if you're joining now, you should know. The moment you get a por tres, the players are not allowed to run through the door. There's no space here. That's the reason why they did it like this throughout the week. So if you get a por tres, it's game over. The point is over. That's why you see Leal, Lijo, Momo Gonzalez, and Martín Nenno trying to go for it every time. And Momo Gonzalez avoiding it with a block. Oh, Momo. The net roller. Nenno opens up the face of the racket. And they win another point to make it 30-15. Thank you for the messages in @Gonzovinia or @PadelFip. And I agree with you, Camille. Top men's final. This is a match that you could perfectly see in the quarterfinals or round of 16 of our Premier Padel event. Perfectly. That's the level that we have today in Kazakhstan in the FIP Gold. One of the higher tournaments in the Cupra FIP Tour. You have the bronze, silver, and then the gold, just before the platinum. That's why this is very interesting and tasty for Martín Dineno and Momo Gonzalez. If you win the event, you get 150 points. Momo, bajada de pared, Leal on the right corner, and yes, that's not a mistake, Leal on the right corner. Dineno will test a smash, Leal will get a piece of it, and Momo Gonzalez will punish Javi Leal down the line. Sí, sí. Momo behind the back, it's gonna be so hard that it's gonna touch the ceiling. I thought it was, based on the trajectory, I think it was going to the other side of the net, but we have a sitting here. Touched it. It's a very nice club, the one we have here in ADD Padel. Very modern. Even Martín Dineno said he was very surprised, not only by the club, but also by the city of Almaty in Kazakhstan. Same for me. I have the chance to be here since a few days already. You have the chance to walk around the city, and I'm really surprised. Beautiful city, really nice people. The organization of the event was very good. All the players are happy. Taking care of the details, taking care of the players, and planning ahead. They want to make maybe in the future a platinum, and why not thinking about a Premier Padel? You never know what can happen. Going step by step. A look at Martín Dineno on the backhand corner and Leal on the right. This is as unusual as it can be. But it works for Martín Dineno and Momo Gonzalez. Advantage for Momo Martín. Lijo. He's getting really, really close to the net. If you do that, you're able to put more pressure. The risk is if they hit a good lob, or it doesn't have to be a perfect one, just a simple lob is going to go over you. So you got to choose the moment to approach the net, to be that close, knowing that Dineno is not going to be able to play that lob. So if you go there, that's because you think that there's no chance for a lob to target you. Camera angle that we love. A good block by Pablo Lijo. The net says, wait a minute. And works in favor to Martín Dineno and Momo Gonzalez. Winner on the flat smash down the line from Martín Dineno, who says, that's yours, Momo. That's a setup from Momo. An important game. Dineno and Momo Gonzalez extending the lead 3-1. That volley from Momo, the previous shot, not the smash from Martín Dineno, but the previous one was the explanation on why the point finished the way it did. In professional padel, this is something that we say a lot. You don't have to always pay attention to the winner, but you have to pay attention to the previous shot. It's going to explain a lot of things. We can use this as an example. Martín Di Nenno is the one opening up the racket off the face, but it was Momo the one pushing Leal back and forcing Leal to give Di Nenno the chance to attack. Momo Gonzalez taking advantage of the short smash from Javi Leal, who today is not finding that por tres on the right side. We saw only one from Leal. Again, not working for Leal. Not working for Leal, working for Momo Gonzalez. Low 40 through break points. And if it's already hard to get a break, just imagine if you get two. It's almost securing the set here for Momo Gonzalez and Martín Di Nenno. And they do, just like that. Another unforced error from Javi Leal on the right side. 4-1 for Di Nenno Gonzalez, including two breaks. So far, it couldn't be better for Momo Gonzalez and Martín Di Nenno. Look at the smile for Momo Gonzalez that says everything. It's 4-1, two breaks and a fast court. Something crazy has to happen in order to give Leal and Lijo a chance. Yesterday, Leal was really solid in the right corner, but today facing better players like Momo Gonzalez and Martín Di Nenno, higher players in terms of ranking and experience. He's suffering a bit more, and you can see it. And you can see how that vibra from Martín Di Nenno is really creating a lot of damage. It's just not natural for Leal to be there. Not the sign from Javi Leal, and you pay the price. It's going to be maybe enough to face, I don't want to say worse players, but lower seeded players, lower ranked players. But when you have Martín Di Nenno in front of you, this is what you get. He's going to move you around, and Momo Gonzalez doesn't also do his job. That plus the unforced errors from Pablo Lijo. It's a bad combination. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a switch between Pablo Lijo and Javi Leal for the second set. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Pablo Lijo on the right and Leal on the left to try something new. And also to create some confusion, some chaos in the match. Now you have a plan. If you're Nenno Gonzalez, you follow it and it works. But what if you change? What if you have a player that you were not expecting on the right now there? What a volley. What a volley. But again, he's going to get the winner here. And it was a really good looking shot. But that's something that all the coaches are not advising to the forehand players, to open up the angles like that, like Javi Leal is doing. It's better to play either to the same corner where Momo Gonzalez was trapped and to the middle. Oof. That was a bullet from Momo Gonzalez. Of course, Javi Leal is not going to be happy. That's exactly what Momo needed to do. 5-1. Frustration not only for the result, but also by getting hit like that. Leal, and yet another mistake from that side. I was very surprised yesterday by the way he played, and I am surprised as well today because he's not finding anything. And I'm going to say it again. I think it would be a good idea for Pablo Lijo and Javi Leal to change, to switch sides. They were doing that in the first matches of the week. Javi Leal was playing on the backhand and Lijo was the one on the right. There's no chance. Momo Gonzalez hit it with a hand and not with a racket. That's why they stop. Good touch by Momo in the corner once again. Una chiquita from Martin. Had the idea of surprising Javi Leal, who was already moving back, anticipating a lot from Martin Di Nenno. It was not a bad idea from Di Nenno, but a poor touch. Di Nenno in transition, attacking the net and finding that avenue in the middle, the Kazahi avenue. Leal opening the arms like, why am I missing so much? But those are not the touches. There's no point of opening up the racket and playing the angle. Nenno will get an insane recovery. And that is wide from Pablo Lijo, meaning that we have a set point. That get from Martin Di Nenno was special. And a set point for the Nenno Gonzalez to make it 6-1 over Leal Lijo. Leal into the Nenno's corner. Leal will go for the smash. He's going to bring it home. Confidence booster for Javi Leal, hitting it as hard as you can. From the break point to the game point for Leal Lijo. Easy. Too easy for Martin Di Nenno. Lijo was there, but the follow-up will belong to Momo Gonzalez. The lob from Javi Leal wasn't the best. Even Martin Di Nenno was taking the risk of going for the smash, and we have a star point, set point. Second set point for Martin Di Nenno and Momo Gonzalez. Momo Gonzalez in transition to the net, but he finds the mistake in the worst possible moment. 5-2, Leal Lijo saved a couple set points, but after the changeover, Di Nenno and Leal and Di Nenno and Momo will be serving for the set. The frustration kicking in on Javi Leal as they see how Martín Dineno and Momo Gonzalez are controlling everything in the match. Dineno expecting, anticipating the angle from Javi Leal. Good bajada. Good backing off the wall from Pablo Lijo, placing it to the feet of Momo Gonzalez. Martín. Everywhere. Martín the Pac-Man Dineno. Covering every inch of the turf, every inch of the carpet. They had a couple set points already, Nenno and Gonzalez, but it was on Leal and Lijo's serve. Into the corner goes Momo Gonzalez, making it difficult and unstoppable for Javi Leal. And 2 set points for Martín Dineno and Momo Gonzalez on their own serve. Martín, Momo Gonzalez. Now the volley from Martín Dineno. Momo will go for another por tres. Big jump from Pablo Lijo. And Leal will send it long. That's a 6-2 for Martín Dineno and Momo Gonzalez. Taking the lead in the finals here in the FIBCO ALMATY. What a set by Martín and by Momo. Welcome back. Second set is on the way between Nenno Gonzalez, who took the first set 6-2, and Lijo Leal, who needs something different. They don't switch. Leal staying on the right side. We didn't see a break in the entire first set from Lijo and Arce. That has to be probably the time number 30 that I say it in the week. You gotta give it to me. Leal is a new partner for Lijo, and Lijo and Arce were playing just until the last tournament, doing some phenomenal results. And for us commentators, these are automatic things. When Paulita, Jose Maria, and Ari Sanchez went separate ways, we were all saying Ari Sanchez and Paula Jose Maria all the time. It happens. It happens. My bad. 30 times with the Arce Lijo. Do you think you can stop, Gonza, please? So, basically, I was saying that we didn't see a break for Lijo and Leal. Martín Dineno and Momo Gonzalez in full control of the match. So that was, I was expecting maybe a different strategy. Seeing Leal on the backhand and Lijo on the right. Just to change it. Just to, change the vibes, the energy, the way things are working. Martín Dineno is completely controlling Javi Leal. And again, the unforced errors from Javi Leal are penalizing them too much. From the 40 love to the deuce. Leal from there, no por tres, and a dunk from Gonzalez that doesn't leave the cage as well. Nenno was trying to dance around the ball, but Leal will win the volley exchange. Momo's apologizing because he had the chance to dunk it por cuatro. Flying smash from Leal, and a 1-0 lead in the second set for Leal Lijo. We're talking here about Martín de Nenno and Mo Gonzalez. It's quite impressive to have these kind of players in Kazakhstan in a FIB Gold event, showing not only the players but also the fans and the audience the importance of the Cupra FIB Tour and how big it's getting. Which is very important because, you know, the dream and the goal from the FIP is to make Padel as international as it can be. So inviting players and bringing players by the points and by the magnitude of tournaments to these new emerging markets, new emerging countries, is going to have an impact. Maybe not today, but in a few years, when the kid that is sitting in a stand and it's 10 years old is watching Martín de Nenno and Momo Gonzalez and Javi Leal, Pablo Lijo, and he says, I want to be like them. And I feel happy to be able to take a picture with them, to chat, to say hello, and especially to look at the way they play. It's inspiring. And that, I think, is the biggest win for the sport this week and every week with the FIP. Momo Gonzalez using the spin of the contrapared. We have new ball, so even better for Momo on the smash. Not a big hitter, Momo, but that helps the spin of the contrapared plus the new balls. It's going to give Leal no chance. Long from Lijo. A love game for the Nenno and Momo. One apiece. 1-1. Martín and Leal wanted to be there. Leal wanted to take a role there. So we were saying, what about Leal switching sides and moving to the back end corner? That's what we see now. Lijo on the right. They're going to be moving back and forth, at least when serving. You'll see Leal moving from one corner to the other. The thing is that whenever you start on one position on a set, when you return, you gotta stay there. When serving, you can move, you can switch. One serve and one serve. Nenno in a big jump. Nenno from the back and blocked by Pablo Lijo. And then he targets Javi Leal. Love 43 break points. So again, if you're choosing a side from the beginning, you gotta return and you gotta stay in that corner when the other team is serving. But when you're serving, you can switch. As we see now with Javi Leal, as they're facing 3 break points. Leal Momo and the block with 2 hands. Nenno. Nenno. Martin has to go back. Momo Gonzalez on the rescue. Momo slicing it to the fence. Momo Gonzalez with a break for Martin and for Momo. 2-1 in the second set. This is looking clean for the Martin Nenno and Momo Gonzalez are leading the match. 6-2 in the first set, now 2-1 with a break included in the second. Even if Leal and Lijo now want to switch in defense, they can't because of what we were explaining before. Momo's gonna get that one somehow. Momo from the line, no por tres, Leal there, Nenno puts it up again. He was waiting that. He was already waiting for Leal to play the angle. Momo knows Leal better than anyone. Nenno sending it for a walk, the VIP area, but it jumping back to the court immediately. A good per cuatro from Martin. 40 love after getting the break. To love, they get a new game without conceding a single point. What a match from Martin Nenno and from Momo Gonzalez. The net helping Pablo Lijo there, and it was a 40 love where we were saying they're not conceding a single point, but now it's getting difficult, at least in the game for Martin Nenno and for Momo Gonzalez. Nenno testing the smash up and over Javi Leal. What a smash from Martin Pegador. Martin, the big hitter, Nenno. A new version of Martin Nenno in a season where all the names that are not very well known for having a big smash are working on it or improving that shot, that area of the game, like Martin Nenno, like Fede Chingotto, for example, as well. A 3-1 lead for Momo Gonzalez and Martín Di Nenno. Now 15-all. Leal Lijo fighting and digging deep. Di Nenno, Leal, Momo Gonzalez and Pablo Lijo. Everyone touching the ball with Leal on the backhand. And it goes long. It doesn't matter. The thing is, Momo Gonzalez and Martín Di Nenno are so consistent today that it doesn't really make a difference having Leal or having Pablo Lijo on the backhand, because Momo's better on that cruzado and Martín Di Nenno is better on the other. Deciding to have Leal there. We'll see if it works, at least when serving. But at the same time, if we're talking about switching sides and trying different things, that is also sending you a message. That means that things are not working. If you start switching and changing and going here and then going there, that says something. That says that Martín Di Nenno and Momo Gonzalez are creating doubts and or forcing Leal Lijo to swim in not the best waters. Agitated waters. Momo Gonzalez with a weird touch behind the back to save the smash from Javi Leal. And now plays the angle, Momo Gonzalez. Some magic from Momo. Magic Momo. The second break is almost going to kill the match. It's going to give, I would say, the match in 80% to Momo and to Martín, if not more. But for that, they need to do it. Not going to be easy. That's what Leal can offer in the backhand. It's the aggressive Javi Leal that we know. Tac, 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 tac. Momo is the one that is going to take the volley exchange. So entertaining when you see the players at the net going tac, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, and the players feeling the energy from the crowd going like, oh, oh. Leal wants it. Very deep. Momo will jump, and Martín Di Nenno will let it fly into the fence. Desperate. Javi Leal is desperate to finish points. In the moment he's not able to do it and he has to go back to the right corner. All the angles, all the fantasies that yesterday were working today, they're not. They're turning into a mistakes and to 3 points for Di Nenno Gonzalez, who now have a break point. Nice chiquita from Martín Di Nenno, and then the follow-up is not the best. It was a star point. A big moment of the match, and Javi Leal is like, finally we get one. And they stay alive. It's only one break for Di Nenno Momo in the second set. On serve, Momo Gonzalez, smashing and getting a por tres in a blink of an eye. Hard to choose between Martín Di Nenno and Momo Gonzalez as the MVP so far, as of now, because you know that anything can happen, and Leal Lijo can perfectly come back and turn it around. It doesn't look like it, the way Martín Di Nenno and Momo are playing, and also Leal and Lijo suffering hard. So yes, if they get the win, hard to choose between Di Nenno and Momo today. Very complete and solid. Nothing better than seeing Leal and Lijo surviving a situation and then to go to the next serving game and do this, get a 40 love game, just like that. Ideal. That's good for the program for Martín Di Nenno and Momo Gonzalez, and not the best for Leal Lijo. Leal stays on the left now. Trying everything, they're just desperate. What a block by Javi Leal after the smash from Momo Gonzalez. Now the sidewall from Martín Di Nenno. That was a crazy block by Javi Leal. The final we came to see. Madness from Leal. Momo Gonzalez is looking for that lob every time. Oh, another one. That's crazy. That's sick from Javi Leal. Forehand sidewall to the other side, blocking the smash from Momo Gonzalez and giving us a highlight of the final. ¡Wow! Javi Leal. ¡Ay, papá, está loco! Two crazy blocks from Leal. And a love game for Leal Lijo. Maybe those shots, maybe. I think the only mistake, or at least in terms of the tactics from Leal and Lijo, was not switching or not deciding to put Leal on the backhand at the beginning of the first set. Because now, when defending, they gotta stay like this. They changed it when the match was 1-1 in the second set. If you're gonna do it, and if you see that Leal is suffering there in the corner in defense, it's better to do it from the beginning, because now you cannot switch. Even if you want to send Leal on that corner, it's not allowed because of what we were explaining before. In defense, the moment you play only 1 point, that's a side you gotta stay with until the end of the set. When serving, you can move, you can switch. And they did it at the end of it. And now they gotta just support the decision they took. Another love game for Martín Di Nenno and Momo Gonzalez, 5-3. A game away from claiming the 5th gold ALMATY. Lijo brushing it to perfection. Beautiful por tres on the right side. Momo Gonzalez. From the middle, it was an awkward spot to be in from Momo Gonzalez. Martín Di Nenno just in time. The contrapared from Lijo is going to be a perfect setup for Momo Gonzalez. He gets a por tres and puts the team only within 2 points from the championship. Momo, Di Nenno, turning around, dancing moves from Di Nenno in Kazakhstan. Is he gonna get it? No, he's not. No, he's not. We see now that they are right. Lijo is playing better today on the right side, but the decision was taken too late. And they're paying the price. Leal left it short. Nenno will pick it up. Momo Gonzalez. Momo Gonzalez and the smash. 30-40 championship point for the Nenno Gonzalez. It's a match point for the Nenno Gonzalez. It's a championship option for Momo and Martin. Momo on the return. Lijo targeting Momo once again. The Nenno dancing around the ball. Momo. Lijo on the drop shot. Momo will get it. Leal almost clipping the net. Momo in the middle. Momo in the middle. The mistake from Javi Leal, and it's game, set, and match for Momo Gonzalez and Martin Nenno. The smile, the happiness from the Argentinian and from the Spanish Momo Gonzalez and Martin Nenno. The champions of the FIB Gold ALMATY. Martin Nenno and Momo Gonzalez into sets over Lijo and Leal. Si Martin, si Momo. The championship is yours. What a week from these two. Yesterday being really close to the edge. But they survived, and today they were phenomenal. They were just too good. Martin and Momo, our 2026 FIB Gold champions.